Bitches, it's Friday, which means it's time for dun dun dun. Am I the drama?
Yay! Honestly, this is my favorite segment. So on this segment, it's where we just scroll through Reddit, sorry, and just edit Reddit and just insert ourselves into other people's business because that's fun. Everyone loves doing that, and
We're
both
not
Diva and
here
I
for
don't we don't like being in drama, but we like hearing about it. So, yeah.
cool, listen. Right. So we read posts from random strangers. If you know what Reddit's like, you know it's strangers just like
Mhm.
telling you like it's loads of things honestly. Reddit's its own world, but we act like we personally know everyone involved. Which is
And
yeah.
while reading it, it kind of we kind of feel like we know the person.
Hmm.
And guys, just a disclaimer, we are not qualified to give advice about anything, but that's never stopped us before, as you can obviously tell.
Yeah, so we pick apart. I don't know. We pick apart like relationship disasters, or like family feuds, or like I don't know workplace drama, or really whatever catches our attention. I suppose.
Honestly, yeah. Most of the time, we are team original poster, but sometimes, very rarely, we think they're like completely delusional. So,
You
yeah,
know,
hopefully it's not one of the stories.
there are some crazy people in there. But right, so
Crazy.
as you know, we've always got big opinions, and we're never shy
Hmm.
about sharing them because why would we be here if we were? You know, like make it make sense, I suppose.
Yeah, and honestly, guys, we're probably gonna be more invested in these stories than the people actually living them. So,
As fuck.
oops. Yeah, just fucking invested.
Hmm. So today's post, I'm I'm triggered. I'm upset.
Oh,
I'm
really? Why?
I'm raging. You know how? Okay, wait. So I read this last night. It's been less than like 24 hours, and I'm
Has.
still thinking about it. So
Wait, what have you found now, Diva? Because if you're raging, this is gonna be bad.
I think I've got big emotions, but I think I handled them pretty well. So,
Hmm.
but essentially, this woman she posts like her boyfriend's about her boyfriend's female best friend, and
Oh,
I'm
okay.
you know how I feel about girl best
I
friends,
I
and
do. I do.
right. Those it's toxic. It's horrible. But right. So she's been dating this guy for 3 years, right? And he has this friend who literally can't stand her at all.
Already annoying. Already fucking annoying. Why are girls like this? Why are some girls like this? Not all girls, but there are some girls who
Yeah,
are
that
like this.
that's men too. Um,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, I don't like no, okay. So there's cunty, there's like bitchy, but then there's like psycho behavior, right? Like this is
Yeah,
a whole like
and there's also some pick me girls out there that they're the type of girls that honestly just piss me off. I'm
like
sorry, I just had to say that.
you're 30 and you want male validate like fuck off. But right,
Yeah.
like when I mean like bad, like psycho, I mean like digging her nails into her hand during like I don't know, a handshake
What
bad.
the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? That is totally unhinged. That is what?
Right.
You're kidding.
That's just the beginning. It like it gets so much worse. Um,
Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I need to hear all of this because I'm already invested.
you guys, Nuha especially, but everyone, I think, will share the same sentiments and will be raging by the end of
Mm-hmm. We are. Okay. Diva, go off. Tell me the story. I need to know. I just need to know right now.
it. Okay, so it's the title is My Boyfriend, 30 Male, has a close female friend, 34 female, who
Mm-hmm.
blatantly dislikes me, 29, female, and makes no secret of it. I've reached a stage where it's her or me. How can I confront my boyfriend? And the trigger warnings are manipulation, gaslighting, bullying, possible emotional infidelity, right?
Oh
From
my
the title
gosh.
itself, when any time, and I mean any time, anyone has to be pushed to, I don't know, having to choose between someone or someone, and like, or like you have to push someone to do that, it's bad.
The relationship's gone. The
It's,
relationship is like over because if you have to make your significant other to choose, you're it's either he's gone or the relationship is done. Like it's done its course and it's time to find someone new.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
just to end.
So, September 25th, 2024. I don't know if I'm being wildly unreasonable and jealous over this, so I need some outside opinions. I, 29F, have been with my boyfriend, 30M, for 3 years, and we share an apartment. He has a female friend, Nell, 34F, and they were friends for years before I came along. I had no issue with that closeness. I've got male friends. I knew I'd be a hypocrite to leap into judgments, but at this point, I feel like I'm justified in thinking the way I do about her. The first time I met her, it was extremely obvious Nell didn't like me. She came
Hmm.
into the bar all excited to see my boyfriend before noticing me. Her entire demeanor,
Oh.
she shook my hand and dug her nails into my skin before ignoring me for the rest of the night. She even seemed upset at one point that I took her seat beside my boyfriend and quietly left the hallway through the evening without saying goodbye. Not hallway, sorry, quietly left halfway through the evening. So it's safe to say my first impression of her wasn't good, but I tried to reason with myself that not everyone gets along and I don't need to be friends with my boyfriend's friend.
Okay.
Hmm.
Before you continue,
Mhm.
I love how she's self-aware that she can judge because she does have male friends.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying having the opposite sex of friends is bad, but sometimes it's just blatantly clear that either your guy friend like is obsessed with you or your one of your female friends is
No, because
obsessed and is falling in love with you.
we,
Cause
thankfully, we have been lucky enough to always have gone to like a co-ed school, right? Both genders.
mm,
And I think that is so crucial to someone's development. I'm not going to like waffle on about it, but it's literally like it's normal to have guy friends and girlfriends. It's you can clearly tell when someone's interested unless you're actually either
clearly.
completely oblivious, right?
Exactly. Like we've both had guy friends who had girlfriends, but they were completely okay with us
Not like
because
that. Like when we
yeah, we were
not like that, we mean it. Like they're
yeah,
friends.
yeah, yeah.
Period.
Yeah. And for all the girls out there who have guy friends, I know it's kind of annoying, but like just when your guy friend gets a girlfriend, just keep saying like, "Oh my gosh, you're my brother," because
Nothing shuts a man
I
down more.
yeah yeah okay, Diva. So sorry. Continue.
Okay, okay. So, however, as time passed, it became really clear Nell's attitude towards me wasn't improving. She had a way of openly mocking me in front of groups of people, making side comments, or loudly joking about my voice or appearance. My boyfriend would stand there and say nothing, and after the fact, when I asked
Ooh,
about it, he
no.
said he hadn't noticed. I'll let
The
you.
fuck? No, 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 no.
You hadn't
I'm
noticed.
so I'm so sorry,
Do you have like
guys.
the emotional, like, are you emotionally inept? Are you stupid?
Guys,
Like, what?
wait. I'm so sorry. I don't think he's into you, girl. Because if he's not noticing that his friend is literally like making comments about you, a normal boyfriend or girlfriend or significant other will like call them out. Will call them out and be like, "Hey, you can't say that to her, or you can't say that to me."
You
Like,
choose to date someone. Like, no one's put a gun to your head. You've chosen to be with them. but you won't defend someone you've chosen to be with. Like it's not some like arranged marriage, babe. You had a choice.
You had a whole choice. Okay, okay. I need
Oh,
to know more.
yeah, okay. So, um, she'd also make a show of hugging him hello and goodbye and not me. She would mix that kind of stuff in with smiles and basic politeness, so it was tough to articulate exactly what she'd done. I felt very much like I was back in high school. From that point on, I basically decided I didn't need to have someone like that in my life, so just stopped going to things she was at. Right? Mature, very mature.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I hadn't seen her in about a year. My boyfriend still sees her regularly and they text often. I'm now at
Red
that
flag.
stage where, huh?
Red flag.
Yeah. I'm now at that stage where I fully believe they've either dated in the past or have something going on now. I've tried gently bringing this up, but he denies they ever dated and makes me feel like I'm being jealous and bitter by asking. I end up suppressing those feelings before something brings them up again. I've reached the end of my tether with it. Right. If this is men, women, whatever you identify as, whatever you're interested in, if your other half, and I don't mean like continuously 24/7, but if your other half won't take time out of their day or just in gen not at fuck out of their day, just won't take time to reassure you about things, where like I say this,
Please leave them.
yeah,
Please leave them.
I
Because
say
they
this.
are not for you. They do not care about you.
Yeah, we're all humans, right? At the end of the day, we have insecurities, we have doubts, we have, self-isolating thoughts or whatever. If you truly love someone, you will let them know that in various different ways that they need from you.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, and I don't think reassurance is asking for too much, as long as you're not like insecure to,
Ask.
what are you doing? What are you doing? Where are you going? Blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too much. That's like borderline mentally abusive. Like that's control.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're like, hey babe, I'm uncomfortable with this, can you maybe like reassure me, help me out, help me not suppress, but like figure out these big emotions I'm having.
Exactly. Communicate, guys. Communicate. It's completely normal to communicate your emotions because that builds a healthy relationship.
Like we'll speak about this a lot more, but I've said this a lot. There are a few pillars that I believe that are crucial to a relationship. And it's respect, loyalty, communication, trust, and the love like thing that's part of it. But those four things I think are so important
Exactly.
for a relationship. Okay, okay. Let me continue. So, the final straw for me came the other day when my boyfriend left his phone open and I saw a text exchange between the two. Nell had sent him a heart emoji, and my boyfriend had written something about how he was thinking of her. I know I should have said something about that then and there, but I felt numb and decided to go to bed. I'm trying to work out how to handle this. Is it possible nothing's going on here? It's something I've tried arguing about in my head, but then something else pops up that makes me doubt it. Maybe friends just do send hearts and I'm making this up because I don't
Mm-mm.
care for now. I don't want that to be the case. I'm basically at a point where I feel like either he has to tell me the truth and restrict contact with Nell, or else I don't feel like I can maintain that relationship. I feel constantly disrespected and I want something to change but don't know how to go about it. Any advice would be so welcomed, and I'm going to give it to our in house therapist for some advice.
Oh, okay. So, guys, if you're second guessing in your relationship, that means that you don't trust that person, and and there's probably a reason. A woman's intuition is never wrong. Never, never wrong. And I think Diva can agree with me. I think all our female viewers can agree.
I think most
So
people's
Mo-
intuition are never.
emotions are never wrong. If you have a feeling that something is happening or if you feel unwanted by someone, or like, I don't know, you just have a feeling, confront it. Go confront it and ask them like, "Hey, why? Like, why is this happening? Like, why are you
Like, is
texting this
everything
person?"
okay, queen? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, like just like sit down and talk. Because again, I'm gonna say it. Communication is very helpful. It kind of builds the relationship, and it'll make it stronger. And it'll also like help all your doubts go away. It'll like, if he gives you reassurance, it just makes the relationship stronger.
Mhm.
And him not, and the guy in the story not reassuring her, or even stopping his female friend from
Or
being
ignoring
absolutely,
it.
like
Forget
Mel, from being absolutely
reassurance. Bro
rude
was
to
like,
her, is
I've
the
been
biggest
upset.
red
I've been
flag.
what are you talking
Is the
about?
biggest red flag. Literally the biggest red flag.
Like,
Um,
babe, because it's not hard to notice. If something is happening,
exactly.
and no, bigger than that, when someone brings up something, like if I bring up to you, oh, I noticed that this person was like giving me a dirty look. Next time that person is there, indirectly are going to go look at that
I'll
person
go, yeah,
and see if they're looking at me like that. Because in your head, it's like, let me verify that. Let me check. We're humans, right? We're nosy. We want to find out things.
exactly.
We're curious people, right? How do you not notice the fuck?
I know. And how she feels like like constantly disrespected,
Hmm.
that is really, honestly, really sad. I genuinely feel so sad for her, because no person should feel this in a relationship. And honestly, Nell is kind of giving me pick me vibes. I don't know if you see it, but she's kind of giving me pick me vibes, and I'm not fucking with it.
Hmm.
And so there are some comments. One comment does say that you should give him an ultimatum. And I do agree with this. Like
But I
right
think
now,
it
you should,
already has kind of
yeah,
indirectly just like, hey, babe, help me out. I'm not really comfortable. And well, it's not an ultimatum, but it's like kind of a solution, you know? And he was like, no,
yeah,
fuck your solution.
exactly.
Uh,
So her response is actually sad. So she's like, he never notices how Nell treats you. Wait, is this her saying it?
Um,
Or,
no, wait,
oh
hold on.
no.
Sorry,
Sorry guys, there's so many
we're a
comments.
little
Okay.
slow.
We are, and they'll get used to it. They'll get
So
used to it.
commenter one says he never notices. She says I'm sad, but I agree. She
Oh,
agrees.
oh. So she
Okay.
agrees, and I'm happy that she agrees.
And okay, as we see, 5 days later, September 30th, 2024, she thanks everyone, blah 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 blah. A few days ago, after a lot of tearful soul searching, I decided the best thing for me would be to walk away from this relationship.
Hmm.
Slay. I sat my
Amazing.
boyfriend
Love her
down,
for that.
and talked to him about how it. I talked to him about it. What am I saying? I explained that
Girl, it's okay.
I always felt like a third wheel in my own relationship, and that for my own happiness, I didn't want to be in a relationship that made me feel this way anymore. I gave examples to him that I did in my original post, such as his lack of boundaries, his disinterest for standing up for her whenever Nell mocked her, said that her trust in him had been eroded to the point where she felt unsure of what she was really to him, and she still cared about him and wanted him to be happy, but she also wanted to be happy too. Very
Understandable.
mature.
Very good. She's setting boundaries, which I really like.
Yeah, like because you and I have had this discussion before, where
Hmm.
if you're ending things with a guy, especially since we're a lot older now, if you're ending things, end it maturely. Just say, look, we're not meant for you, because the more toxic it is, the harder it is to like not just end, but like move on from it, right?
Exactly. It is. It is. And it's okay because when you have known that one person for a very long time, I feel like you kind of see the flaw, like you kind of dismiss the flaws of that person and you just want to stay with them because they feel comfortable. That's the
Yeah,
word. Like you're comfortable with them and you're scared to find
but
someone new.
trust me, when you start like getting when you like lose interest in that relationship, you won't see anything but flaws. I
Hmm.
swear, you'll be like, oh, their breathing pisses me off. Actually, the way they talk is really fucking annoying. That's your sign to leave. That is your sign to leave. But
Literally,
okay,
you're signed to leave.
so my boyfriend sat silently for a while before asking, "So you're jealous of Nell?" I
The nerve of this guy. Oh my gosh, wait. The nerve of this guy. I can't with him. Oh, oh
no.
my gosh. I can't with this. The nerve. Are you jealous of Diva? I can just imagine him like,
What a
oh,
doss.
so are you jealous of Nell? No, bitch.
Like,
She's not jealous of Nell.
not a voice like,
She's not.
you jealous of no. Like, just like,
Oh
yeah,
my
typical
goodness.
bloke that just sounds like he's congested with 25 years of cigarettes up his asshole.
Oh my
Okay. So I felt like he barely processed anything I just said, and when I tried clarifying, he got defensive and told me he was allowed female friends. Motherfucker, who stopped you?
Who
I
fucking stops
felt
you?
who I could tell he wanted to turn it into an argument. Since my mind was already made up and I'd said what I wanted, I ended the conversation and he played a computer game and acted like I wasn't there as I packed my things and left. I've been saying
Oh,
who
oh no! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Computer games? Wait. Can we go back? So it says that he wanted to turn it
said
into an argument. It's like he wants to fight. I think that's his,
kink.
yeah, his little kink fighting.
I swear, like people,
I don't
like that
know.
is the thing, like people are interested in. Like,
And that's okay.
have
We
you?
don't
Like,
kink shame here.
have
We
you
don't
seen?
kink shame here.
No, no, we don't. But have you seen those like posts where these girls are like, "Oh, I'll like get into an argument with him because it's hot when he gets angry." I'm like, okay,
Yeah. Yeah, I have. And I I'm like, I get you, girl, because like, yeah, but I feel like that's also kind of
like
unhealthy.
ang-
But
anger
we'll
is
talk
sexy when it's not directed towards you.
exactly. No, yeah, exactly.
Road rage is nice. I've
It
not
is.
seen, but for me, I have road rage. Um, I'm also like doing my driving thing now, guys, by the way. And I have this urge, not legally, ha ha ha, I'm joking for the law. I have this
She's completely
urge,
joking, guys. She's joking.
I have this urge to floor it every time I drive, and I mean just like press the accelerator and just go. I'm never gonna do that because I'm a law-abiding citizen. Like I'm not joking. I'm
Yeah. She is. She
the
is.
law.
I can.
I'll piss myself when I see a cop. Like it scares the crap out of me. But um, you know, I would love to do that. Just completely floor it. That yeah. Um,
We're
okay.
getting sidetracked, love.
Right.
Let's
Okay.
go back.
So she said, I've been staying with my best friend who's amazing and always so supportive. We're actually looking into sharing a place officially. Oh, that's like you and me in 10 years when we're lesbian. No, I'm joking. I
You
guess
never know.
you never know, but I think our parents would take it a bit easier because it's us. That's
Yeah,
my like hypothesis.
my
So we'll
mom has
find
already
out
asked
then.
me.
Stay
My mom
tuned
has
for
already
like
asked me.
stay tuned for 2035 when we update you on your
2035.
house.
I like that. I feel like okay. I'm
Also, for the
continue.
law, joking. So
We are
joking.
joking. We are
But okay, I
guys,
guess
everything that we say is
a joke.
everything that yeah.
We're
I
taking
didn't
this.
want to I didn't want to say that, but because Diva said it. Yeah.
I burst into tears on her doorstep and we hugged it out before having a movie night with pizza and some wine. It felt really therapeutic, like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. My family's been amazing too, rallying around, taking me out for little meals and stuff. I even got one or two sweet messages from my boyfriend's friends saying they were sorry and that they fully understood my point of view, which is interesting. I imagined that this would be the end of it. Ooh,
Mm,
drama.
drama.
Next morning, I woke up to messages from a number I didn't know. It was Nell. Fucking. Mm,
Bitch ass
mm.
hoe. Okay. Okay.
I
Okay.
honestly didn't think she'd contact me, so to see walls and walls of text in my inbox was a shock. Let me run down some of the things she said. She repeatedly insisted that she never bullied me and that she had no
Mm-hmm.
idea where that came from. She said I'd always seemed cold
Oh.
towards her, so tried to make little jokes to break the ice. Openly mocking someone is an interesting method, but I digress. Lastly, she told me I was making things up by suggesting she had ever had a thing with my ex. They were just friends. She finished with a passive aggressive apology that I'd ruined my own relationship by being jealous and listening to voices in my head. I didn't know
Ew.
respond to her venom or try to get the last word. I know she wanted to repeat her tried and true method of hitting out at me and enjoyed my reaction, so I didn't give her one. I've been focusing on other things to start building my self esteem and happiness back. Ex not tried
Period.
to
Okay.
contact her since she's left. They are perfect for each other, Nell and him. She's done with it. Friend and her are making arrangements to have a place together. Got promoted at work. Everything's looking bright, happy, merry, woo hoo. Let's talk
Okay.
about that bitch Nell.
No,
Okay.
no, 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 no. Before you go into that, before I forget, because I will forget, her ex never contacted her. So that means that he was out of the relationship way before she was out.
That means that
Like,
he bitched about her to Nell, and that's why she got those messages from Nell.
no, exactly, exactly. I feel like he was out of that relationship way before, and he was kind of making. What if, okay, conspiracy theory. What
Hmm.
if Nella's not actually like this? That's why his friends were kind of confused. And he made Nell act this way because he actually wanted to break up with her, but didn't know how to.
If
You can't say no. It's
okay,
interesting.
right. If you really are that desperate to break up with someone, babe, I think your best solution is to break up with them.
Exactly.
Like, you do not need to get your quote unquote female friend or best friend or whatever to, play supporting actress of the year. Like, you can do this. You're a big boy. You can break up with
You
someone.
are
It's
30.
not
You
fine
are
with either or.
30.
No, sorry, you're 30 and this is how you act.
Diva,
Um,
his mother still probably makes his little sandwiches, does his laundry,
no,
washes his hair.
no, Nell does that, babe. His mom told him to go get
Oh,
fucked.
okay.
Yeah.
And I bet you Nell probably really enjoys it.
She makes his little sandwiches, cleans up after him,
Bates
gives
him.
him a little
Oh,
hot while he's playing his video games. His
little
little
video games. Oh
baby.
my goodness. Little like Fortnite is yeah, Fortnite is a game.
You're
Fortnite,
30, that is.
COD.
Oh, we're not judging anyone that does play it at
We're not
30.
yeah,
Um,
we're not judging anyone who's like who plays video games,
yeah,
but
as long as you're not like a cunt to your significant other. Play whatever you
exactly.
want.
Show her attention. Play
Or show them
together.
how to play. Exactly.
Play
Okay,
together. Teach me. Like, come on. Okay, sorry, Diva.
I
Continue.
am so proud of her because my favorite Reddit stories are like best of Redditor updates or whatever are the ones where quick solution, like in a short amount of days, they listen to
Hmm.
people's advice, they gather whatever dignity and self-respect they have left, and they leave. And you know
And they
what?
stand the fuck up. They
She
stand
stood
up.
the fuck up. That's why the universe rewarded her with a promotion at work, a new place, a this and a that. And
Karma.
exactly.
Karma, guys.
We
Can
spoke
we
about this on
can we
Monday.
just clap for her? Can we just clap for her? I really want to clap for her. Oh, there we go. My mic fell. But yay!
No. Yeah, I just essentially we're not gonna like really give you guys advice right now, but all we want to say is if you're in this situation, right, do what she did because I guarantee you'll be 1,000 times happier. Do not, man, woman, whoever you are, do not,
Exactly.
don't stand for disrespect because I,
Never.
for me, in a relationship, see, forget relate friendship, anything. I can take jokes, I can't take disrespect. I say this quite a lot, right? I
Mm-hmm.
respect
Mm-hmm.
is the biggest thing. You know, communicating, people are humans, right? Sometimes we miscommunicate, sometimes we're stupid people and we're learning every
We
day.
are.
I think you learn and you grow every day. But if you don't
Exactly.
respect the person you're with, why are you with them?
You right? Why are you with them? Because also, if you're with a person who doesn't respect you, I'm sorry, you do not respect yourself.
Hmm.
If you're with someone who does not respect you, I'm going to say it again because people need to get this in your head. If you're
Hmm.
with a person who does not respect you, you do not respect yourself. Because if you do respect yourself, you wouldn't take it. You wouldn't take the fucking disrespect. Like you would stand up for yourself and be like, "You know what? I'm going to walk away from the situation because you were disrespecting me and I'm not taking it. I don't like it, and I respect myself too much to be in a situation. So bye." And then yeah, cuss them out and
I'm
leave.
gonna add, so I'm gonna just, quickly, when because on Monday, we, like, not Monday, but like in general, we started this podcast. We spoke about it on Monday, but we started this podcast because we were giving Nuha's, sister and her best friend, like, guy advice, right? And we always said was like, wait, I've completely lost my track of thought.
Yeah,
Completely.
guys,
But
guys,
yeah, just
we
don't
yeah,
don't be in some, you're not forced to be in something you don't have to be in. Just
exactly. Exactly, guys. I just want to say we gave you drama, delusion, and bad advice.
craving more? Good. You know where to find us, don't you? Bye. Love you. Mwah.